You just sat down for the first time all day. It's 6 p.m. Dinner's not ready. And then you hear it. The whining. Again. And the worst part? It works. So you give in, just to get through the moment. But here's what most parents don't realize. You're not stopping the whining, you're training it. And once your child figures that out, they'll use it every single time. So how do you actually stop it? In this video, I'll show you exactly how to break the cycle with 3 simple strategies and exactly when to use each one. But before we get into the strategies, we need to make sure you're not accidentally keeping the whining going without realizing it, because this happens to almost every parent, and it's incredibly easy to do. Here's a scenario that probably sounds familiar. You're in the kitchen trying to get dinner on the table. You're in the middle of cutting raw chicken when your child walks up, tugs on your sleeve, and says, "I want a drink." You reply calmly, "I'll get you one as soon as I finish cutting this." But instead of waiting, they start whining. "I'm so thirsty. I need it now." You stay patient. "I'm almost done. Just give me a second." But the whining gets louder. "Please, I want my drink. I'm so thirsty." And at that point, you're done. Dinner is already late. You can't take it anymore. So you stop, wash your hands, hand over the drink, and say, "Fine, here." They take it happily and walk away. And just like that, peace. But here's what just happened. Your child learned something. They learned that asking calmly means waiting, but whining gets results fast. So without meaning to, you've taught them to skip the calm voice entirely and go straight to whining because that's what actually works. And your child isn't being naughty, they're just smart. They found the fastest way to get what they need, and they're going to keep using it until something changes. That something is you. There are 2 situations you'll run into. Your child asks calmly first, then escalates, or they skip calm entirely and go straight to whining. Here are the 3 strategies that cover both. Let's go through them one by one. Strategy 1. They ask calmly and you can help right now. When your child uses a calm voice, ask yourself one question. Can I stop and help them right now? If yes, do it immediately. Don't wait. Don't delay, because that moment is golden. You're showing your child in real time that their calm voice works. That's the behavior you want more of, and the fastest way to grow it is to reward it the second it happens. Back to the kitchen, imagine instead of cutting raw chicken, you're just stirring a pot. You can easily set the spoon down, grab them a drink in 30 seconds, and get right back to it. Simple as that. Calm voice, immediate result. That's exactly what you want them to learn. Strategy 2. They ask calmly, but you cannot help right now. Now, what about when your child asks nicely, but you genuinely cannot stop what you're doing? First, acknowledge that they asked calmly. Don't skip this. Your child just did something right, and they need to hear that you noticed. Then, give them a clear, step-by-step plan for when you'll help. Something like, "I love how you asked so nicely. I'm going to finish cutting this chicken, then wash my hands, and then I'll get your drink." That one response does 2 things. It validates their good behavior, and it gives them a concrete timeline so the wait doesn't feel endless. Now, while they're waiting, they will almost definitely start whining. That's normal. Your job isn't to stop them feeling frustrated. It's to make sure that frustration doesn't change your response. Stay calm, don't speed up, don't give in. Just quietly repeat the plan. First the chicken, then wash my hands, then your drink. And when you're done, follow through immediately. That consistency is what teaches them, over time, that whining doesn't make things happen faster, but a calm voice, that always gets a response. Strategy 3. They skip straight to whining. Now let's talk about when your child doesn't even try. They just launch straight into whining from the very start. When this happens, stop what you're doing if you can. Then do something small that makes a big difference. Get down to their eye level. That one physical move tells your child, "I see you. I'm here." It completely shifts the energy of the moment. Then say, "I can see you're upset and I really want to help you." Now guide them toward a better way of communicating. And here's where a lot of parents go wrong. They say, "Stop whining," or "No whining." The problem is, those phrases only tell your child what not to do. They don't tell them what to do. And for a toddler, that's genuinely confusing. Instead, point them toward what you actually want. Try, "It's hard for me to understand when you talk like that. Can you say that again in your normal voice?" Then wait. This is the hardest part, but it's everything. The second you give in while they're still whining, you've taught them it works. So hold steady and keep encouraging warmly. "I still can't quite understand. Can you try your calm voice?" Or, "That's getting closer. Try one more time in your normal voice." And the moment they switch, give them what they need immediately. "Oh, you want water? Here you go." Warm, fast, right away. That instant response is what connects the dots for them. Calm voice, need met. Every single time. Now look back at all 3 strategies. There's one thing running through all of them: consistency. Showing up the same way every single time. Not giving in when it's hard. Not speeding up when the whining gets loud. Just holding steady and trusting the process. And I won't lie to you, there will be hard days. Days where you're tired, dinner is late, and the whining wins. That's okay. You're not failing. You're human. What matters is that you keep coming back to these strategies. Because every single time you do, you're teaching your child something that goes far beyond just stopping the whining. You're teaching them how to communicate, how to wait, how to ask for what they need, calmly, clearly, and confidently. And those are lessons that stay with them for life. Because one day you won't be teaching them to stop whining, you'll be teaching them how they talk to the world. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Start today. Pick one strategy. Try it once. Because the way you respond today is shaping how they communicate tomorrow. If this video helped you, make sure you subscribe. I post practical parenting tips every week that actually work in real life, not just in theory. I'll see you in the next one.